Hey, what's up, guys? It's Crispy Sonic here for another Star Trek Online review. Today, we're going to do kind of a cool ship that I got a while back from the exchange. Don't ask how much it cost because it was quite a lot, but anyway. The Kelvin Timeline Heavy Command Cruiser? Is that what it's called? Yeah, Heavy Command Cruiser. So I really like the Star Trek J.J. Abrams movies. I thought they were great, and the ship was so cool in those movies. You know, all the cool effects, like, and they came out with the Kelvin Timeline phaser arrays. Shut up. The Kelvin Timeline phasers and the torpedoes, which I'm not using just because I'm using a beam build. Usually, quantum or higher damage dealing torpedoes are better because you're normally broadside. Anyway, I'm using this one today for the review. I just love this thing. The look of it, the detail into it, the weapons that I got for it, which granted aren't the highest level yet because I've been focusing on some other things, but it's really, really cool. I'm kind of lucky to have one of the more rare, expensive ships in the game. And like I said in a couple past reviews, I have gotten lucky before with like the giveaway I won, like with Red Mage, which I put in another video, and everything. But this one is also very cool to have, and it's pretty expensive right now. I think it's 600 million right now on the exchange, and that's pretty awesome. Yeah, so I guess let's just go into it, because I really do love this thing. I'll tell you all about how all the things that I like about it, and you know, everything like that. So let's just go over the mastery first. You have your normal cruiser, I guess your normal abilities, here they are. And then your traits really awesome. So, down but not out. Bonus starts at 80%. Hull and reaches maximum potential at 20%. So basically, oh yeah, and up to 20% all subsystem power max. Increases as hull percent decreases. So basically you're getting this higher subsystem power level, the lower your health is. So basically that's just at all times, you know, while you're being hit or damaged, it's just great to have these subsystems increase because that helps you a little bit in certain situations. It'll help my auxiliary power, so I can use my science abilities. Help my science abilities, which I focus on kind of with my science consoles here. These are drain. Right now, this is kind of my build so far, but I think it's a good one. I might put on some particle damage because I use this gravity well. I might do that. Let me just see what I have real quick. That's level 14. Is this drain as well? Engine power. Okay. Is there a drain one? Yeah, that's exotic damage. I guess not on this character. Okay, anyway. So, you know, your engine power will increase, giving you a little boost of speed when you're being hit, which is nice. Your shields and your weapons, so it just gives you an overall good advantage at all times while you're in combat. So that's really nice. And again, it starts at 80%. So, you know, if you're at top percent, you know, you're not going to really get anything. But it's always nice to have. I think that's a really awesome trait. And the console's pretty sweet too. So this comes with a console universal auxiliary ejection assembly. So if you watch the first movie, the 2009 movie, J.J. Abrams, you remember when the red matter explosion singularity thing. I haven't watched it in a while, but I remember what they did to get out of it was they ejected the warp cores, and it basically pushed them out of it before they got sucked in, and it like exploded, and Nero's ship was destroyed. And so this is a console, and it increases your maximum auxiliary power level by 3, current and maximum, and then gives you 19% more exotic damage. So that helps my gravity well. It also ejects the warp cores, which gives you a huge burst of speed, 150% and 150% speed and 300% turn rate for 4 seconds, and it gives you immunity to movement debuff. So if you're in a tractor beam or anything close to that, you will be free of those. So that's a good way to get out of those. And then it also does a good amount of kinetic damage as well, times 4, because of the 4 warp cores exploding. That burst of speed is so crazy for the ship though, because it's not the fastest ship because it's a cruiser, but it's still pretty good for a cruiser. Yeah, I have these special Kelvin timeline weapons. I haven't changed the modifiers yet. Again, focusing on some other stuff for now. And I chose to use this quantum torpedo, just a regular advanced fleet quantum torpedo, like a powerful one, because I'm using this cool command ability. So basically, use this, and then when shooting a torpedo, you get 20% extra kinetic damage, 100% shield penetration. Wow, that's pretty cool. And then every 2 seconds, it gives you another torpedo high yield 1, and it resets your torpedo cooldown. So basically, you can just keep shooting torpedoes over and over. So I have the wide arc torpedo from the Enterprise E Star Cruiser. So this is great because if you're broadsiding a lot, you can still get it in there and shoot all your weapons. But this one doesn't. But because if I turn on this firepower mode and I get through their shields with a tachyon beam or something, I can really nail into them with torpedoes over and over. So I want to use the more powerful torpedo up front than the back one. But the back one's really nice because I can still shoot torpedoes backwards. And then, using 2 torpedoes saves me a little power, so these actually do a little more damage. So that's kind of nice. Devices, whatever. I haven't really focused on devices. I have a red. Yeah, I have this now. Oh, my inventory's full. Hold on. Let me just get rid of some random stuff. Here, let me just open that. Yeah, let's just toss it on there. I just got it from the Phoenix prize packs. Let's get it. Just a little help with overall damage and healing. With the sustained radiant field, I love this console. And then I have a turn conductive RCS on here to, first of all, give me all these bonuses and give me an insane boosted turn rate on this ship, which is important for my build because I'm using this torpedo. So the torpedo is nice so I can get into range and use that torpedo ability, or just maneuver in general to get my weapons in the correct orientation, I guess. These are just phaser consoles, these 2 quantum phase. I decided not to use the quantum phase torpedo because even though it does give you a shield drain, I want the pure damage out of this just from that torpedo console. And then I'm gonna, this is special because it has the wide arc. So that's just kind of how it is. But the drain does really help this plasmonic leech, and I love the plasmonic leech. So that's just kind of the ship. I'm gonna, because this isn't on the C store, I'd usually go to the C store and look up the stats, but I'm just gonna pull up a new window, and I'm gonna pull up the stats. Kelvin timeline heavy. Oh, oops. Heavy command cruiser. So let's just check this out real quick. It's just cool to have something from the movies, or the shows. I have the Defiant, and oh my god, I love Deep Space Nine so much. So I definitely wanted to get it, and it just feels so great to play it. Or the Enterprise E, or the Scimitar. I have that on my Romulan, which I did a review on. I'm actually gonna probably do another one because I got the Tier 6 version once that came out, because it didn't when I first reviewed it. It was just the Tier 5 version. Anyway, so here are your hull stats right here at level 65, 65,250, which is pretty good. Actually, it's very good for this kind of more mobile cruiser, I'd say. Good hull modifier. Shield modifier is pretty decent for a cruiser still, and an 8 turn rate, so that's still better than a lot of cruisers or battle cruisers, which are usually like 6.57 around that. So a little better, and I have that conductive RCS. And then I have my console, which gives me a huge boost for a little while, so that's nice. And as always, evasive maneuvers and all that. 5 to all power levels, so that's across the board. This ship is very power focused, I think. Power levels, so with all the trait and everything, that's pretty cool. And it's got command bridge officers. You have Lieutenant Commander Tactical Station, Commander Engineering Command. Commander Engineering Command. Okay, that tripped me up for a sec. Ensign Engineering. Lieutenant Science Temporal. Oh, so this is temporal as well. I didn't even know that because I don't use it. Dang, okay. I might saw something on there. Lieutenant, and then you have a universal slot. 4 devices. 443 consoles. So, you know, I always like science consoles because I use those the Fleet Plasma Explosion consoles, but it's nice to have tactical, and then engineering's pretty good on the ship because it is a cruiser. So, still good. And then it's got the warp cores. I'll skip over this for a second. There's strategic maneuvering, shield frequency modulation, weapon system efficiency, and track fire. So your cruiser commands are on here as well. Anything else I missed before I go into that other thing? Yeah, and it comes with, like, you know, the Kelvin timeline weapons, so it's kind of cool, even though they're really low. I just bought them on the exchange, and then you know, they were cheap at the time. You know, custom bridge, which is awesome. I might go visit that. Yeah, and then so it's got these inspiration abilities, which are super nice. Basically, if you didn't know, if you're, you know, looking for a tier 6 ship or something, some of them are just kind of normal ships, and a lot of the new tier 6 ships have special abilities. So the pilot ships have the pilot rolls, or, you know, dodges, I guess, which are super cool. The temporal ships have the temporal destabilizing whatever, you know. Miracle Worker ships have the Miracle Worker abilities, that random chance thing gives you a buff in combat. And so, you know, a lot of these ships, intel abilities have the gather intel thing where, you know, you send a ship out for enough time, the little small craft, and it scans them, and then you get to use a specific thing that gives you a bonus in combat, like, you know, more shield penetration, or, you know, reduces their engine efficiency, whatever, stuff like that. So this one has inspiration abilities. That's what these command ships do. So you have 3 choices. I'm gonna actually go back in the game because I've gotten through everything pretty much here. Oh, that is my recording software. All right, so let's just exit out of this. We have, my HUD's a little cramped right now. Turn of the Tide, which is, it decreases your inspiration. By the way, inspiration, that your meter, there's like a bar. I think I got rid of it. Let me see if it's ship specialty status. Did I just cover it up? No, I guess I'm just not in combat or something like that. So there's this bar that increases the more you use bridge officer abilities. So that's really cool. Like, it gives you an incentive to just use all your abilities, which makes you better, and it fills up this bar that gives you a massive buff for a while. So Turn the Tide decreases all of it. Gives you 100 damage, all damage resistance for 15 seconds, and to your team. Wait. To your target, all damage resistance rating. To team 300. Yeah, okay, so you get more damage resistance, I think, and then 300% hull regeneration per minute for 15 seconds. And locks it off for 15 seconds. So you get resistance, team resistance, and hull regeneration buff, which is so nice because I have used this in a pinch when I'm about to die, and my hull, my hull percent goes up like crazy. You know, you're not using any like engineering team that just gives you hit points. Like, this is your hull regeneration, your ship's hull regeneration, and it really does make a difference. And you tank a lot better, so that's nice. This is one of the really, really, really fun ones on the ship. So you get 33% bonus damage, and then minus 100% power cost. So you're literally shooting without using power, which does a lot more damage, and you get the bonus for 15 seconds. So very, very good ability, especially with all these weapons. These, if you broadside it, and then if you use the torpedo, this could be a really deadly thing. And then I don't have it equipped because I don't use it too much, but battle preparation. So you use bridge officers to fill up this meter, this inspiration ability meter. So this, yeah, here we go. Bridge officer power. When activated, all your team's bridge officer abilities will receive a massive reduction in the remaining recharge time. This will cause most abilities to immediately fully recharge or very nearly fully recharge. Activating this ability requires a full bar of inspiration and has a longer recharge time than other inspiration abilities. Oh, I didn't know that. And once ships affected by this ability, you can neither use nor be affected by this ability for a period of time. So it takes a little longer, but your bridge officers recharge very fast. That's actually really cool. I'm going to throw that on in this open slot. I haven't set up the tray really yet either. It always gets changed around and everything. I don't know. So yeah, there's the kind of the gist of all the ship's abilities and the things that make it special. I was surprised. I didn't even know, because I kind of set it up differently. You do get a temporal slot as well, so you get both. That's really cool. I might throw something on there. But yeah, so I'm gonna go to the bridge, show you that. It's just great because you get like a pretty sweet ship on its own. Just how it looks and how it feels when you're flying it, and those really cool weapons that match the show. It really does look great, because normal ships, you just have your beam arrays and stuff, and that's cool, but these kind of have almost like a cannon effect. It's just, and they got that little animation where it explodes on the enemy ship, so it really does make it for a visual kind of novel when you're playing. And then as well, I like to, this is just me, but I really like the theme music in the new Star Trek movies, that, opening song, the da-na-na-na-na-na, that one. So, like, I like to put it on while I'm flying it. It just kind of adds to it. I don't know. The Into Darkness theme is pretty good. But, yeah, so, you just get a sweet ship. You get a unique bridge, which is awesome. Lots of lens flare, because, J.J. Abrams, those movies are filled with lens flare, which is hilarious, but I love it. You get the new weapons that really match the ship. I know you can put it on anything, but it really does look cool with this one especially. Great looking ship, by the way. They put a lot of detail into this to look like the movie. I think it's the Into Darkness one or the original. I'm not really sure, because apparently those are different. I think it's the original, actually. Probably because the console came from the first movie. Yeah, you see the lens flare down in this corner, just because I'm using my computer's not the best, so it's a little laggy, but it's fine. You get the gist of it. What's really cool is a lot of ships just have like a picture frame view screen. Like, you can actually look out of this because it's glass. You can see down the hull of your ship, which is so cool. It scrolls with you while you're walking. You can see the stars outside. So that's awesome. All this lighting effects. Wow. Unbelievable. You even got the little thing Sulu like pushes with the handle, warp speed. Right there. Punch it. Uhura should be back here, I'm pretty sure. Communications, or here. Can't really remember. But, all this tech. So, very, very cool bridge. And I wonder, is there a rest of interior? I doubt it, because this was a lot of, yeah. That would be way too much to do, I guess. Because it really is kind of advanced. Let's just check one more time. Yeah, okay. So I'll just leave this. But just so you got a look of it. Yeah, and my eyebrows just disappeared. That was funny. Yeah, so you get the ship itself, which is a really great cruiser on its own. And you got the inspiration abilities. You get the great trait, which I love. And you get the console. So it's just a really pretty well-balanced cruiser. And very good, because like I have the plasmonic leech as well as this, so my power levels are hugely high, and that increases my auxiliary power. So all my abilities, my science abilities, work a little better. So it's just a great ship, and I love these command abilities. This concentrate firepower is so good because you can just keep firing torpedoes, and I'm using advanced fleet quantum torpedoes, so they do a lot of damage. And then suppression barrage is also another good one I use. Your weapon suppresses target hit for 20 seconds, minus 50% outgoing damage, so they do a lot less damage. It decreases their flight rate by a whole lot, 66.7, and turn rate by the same, and then minus 50 accuracy, so they're going to miss. So that's just a really good ability in general. I think it has a 1 minute recharge, though, so, not that happy about that, but, that's just how it is. It's a great ability, so it's going to have a longer recharge. Yeah, so there's the gist of the ship. Like, it's just solid, and it looks beautiful, like just like the movie. So it's just kind of cool to have something like it. And the customization is also really nice. You can make these kind of You can change the material types, which makes it a little different. Like the deflector will change from this to kind of a normal one, but you can make these nacelles, the Bizarre Collectors, from blue to orange, kind of like the original. You can even get the original aesthetic where this is gold, so you can make like a Kelvin timeline original series kind of look, which is cool. So that's pretty awesome as well. But I'm just gonna, just not to make this too long, because I know when I watch some reviews, because I do quite frequently, you know, if they're too long, it's like I don't really want to see all that. So, you know, I went over the essentials of the ship, if you're wondering, and then let's just take it into combat and see how it looks. So I'm just gonna do the regular test, which is great. Gateway to Greythor for me. Let's just cue that up real quick. Yeah. So that should happen in a sec. I just want to go over real quick the stations. So I didn't know this before, but you know, I usually just put science anyway because I wanted a little more healing abilities, just enough to keep this afloat. Oh, here we go. But having this focus on like the engineering, it went away. Engineering command, like, because it's mostly, oh, that's pretty cool. Because it's mostly like the biggest one is engineering because it's a cruiser, right? So it's just sweet to have. Let me turn it down a little bit. It's just sweet to have the command on that one, so you can still focus on your science, and you can even make this whatever you want if you want to use tactical, but you know that'd leave you a little science. So, and it's still versatile enough so you can have enough heals, but have, you know, do some fun stuff with gravity wells and all that. So it's got a big enough science slot with that universal, which I like a lot. So here's my inspiration thing. I'm gonna just move this around because I have time. I'm gonna hide all this. Move that a little down. Move the bridge officers a little this way, and we'll just hide the weapons. Yeah. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Okay. Well, and by the way, don't mind this little watermark. I'm using a boot-camped MacBook Pro, so I don't actually have Windows, but I have to play it on Windows. So I have Windows 10, but it's not activated, so that's just always there, which is annoying, but it's whatever. You know, there's no way to really get rid of it. So, but I bet it's hard to see on the little screen you're watching it. So, all right. So I'm just gonna show you how it like looks. It's got these red, like smoky kind of looking phases, which are sweet, and they shoot really fast. So it looks like you're shooting a lot more because with beams is just kind of like, okay, you shoot a beam. And like the cool part about it is the you know, I don't know if they specifically say in the movie that they use photon torpedoes, which they pretty much would. I don't know. They'd probably have quantum torpedoes as well because, you know, why wouldn't you? Because Federation ships have been proven to use quantum torpedoes as well. Voyager, Defiant, all that stuff. So, you know, you probably have it on there anyway, but it looks similar as well. The quantum torpedo's blue matches the Kelvin timeline blue. I just want to find a ship to show you that the suppression barrage. I might go over there and just to show you. So I want to, you know, a lot of reviews I watch, I'm kind of annoyed because, you know, a lot of the reason you get a ship is because of the trade or the console as well. Like you can just get a ship and it's like, okay, it's just, it looks cool, it plays well, but what about the special things that make it unique? Are they coming this way? Come on. Okay. Here we go. I'll show you this. So I'm going to use suppression barrage. I'm not going to aim to kill him, really. I'm just going to show you this torpedo thing. So I shot a torpedo, right? I can shoot two more. It's going to hit. I can shoot two more. It's going to hit. I can shoot two more. And those are full damage torpedoes. So if you get through their shields, like you can do, that was, I don't know, 8 torpedoes, 10? That was pretty good. I'm going to die. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's get back into it and actually try now. But yeah, so that's kind of nuts. I really like that ability. It makes this thing kind of special because I really don't have many command ships at all with command bridge officers. Yeah. Another topic I just want to bring up. So I have quite a lot of new ships since last review, because, you know, I basically got through most of my ships. That's why the reviews weren't really coming out. And I know my channel isn't that popular, but it was still fun for me. But I just didn't really have that many good ships to do. So there were two things. So one, I got a couple more, like this one, and Jem'Hadar stuff. I have the Jem'Hadar carrier, the Vanguard carrier, which is nuts. I'm just a little mad right now with my Jem'Hadar character because I just learned that there's the... so I started my regular Jem'Hadar character, which was good. And I liked it. And then I learned that they released a Vanguard character that you can play, and it's just like... They just gave it a slight damage increase, you know, little reputation bonuses or whatever, but the character itself just gave it a damage increase that you can't get with the regular one. So I just wasted all this... I don't know, I didn't waste it, but I kind of did, because I got all these consoles, universal consoles, spent millions on it, got a ship for it, and then realized that, you know, it's inferior. So I'm just going to use the ship on other accounts because you can unlock it, but that still leaves all my consoles I got wasted, kind of. I guess I could just use that character for dilithium, or I can spend 600 Zen and get the better one and get all of those again, because a lot of those items are character bound, and if they were account bound, I don't have the account bank, so it's just like, but whatever. Like, I can review the ship still. It's a great ship. Oh my god, it's like the most nuts carrier in the game, because not only can you launch 2 hangar bays worth of pets, the back of your ship comes off, which is so cool, and like you get the 2 Vanguard wingmen, so 2 more ships that can do things. So it's like you have a whole fleet technically with you, which is sick. And that's why I'm kind of excited to use it on my Federation, because I can use different kinds of pets that like kind of makes sense. Because right now I just have the Jem'Hadar gunboats, which are nice, but you know, I kind of want to use like maybe Delta Flyers or something cool like that. Shield drains. See the little fire explosions on them? Okay. Yeah, see? That's my weapons. That's a little effect, which is cool because it matches the movie. Yeah, but so I have that Vanguard carrier. I have the Bajoran escort from the event. What else do I have? I have the Tier 6 Fleet Defiant, along with all the other consoles for it, like the cloaking device. So I have that whole set. So I can do the Ultimate Defiant video if you want with all those consoles. Fleet version. It's just nuts. That ship's great. It's so just sturdy, and I don't know how to describe it because it's an escort. It's fast, but it just feels solid in every way. Some escorts are so fast you can barely aim. Some are so weak, you know, glass cannons. But this one's just a solid escort, and it's got that one of the coolest consoles to me. I apologize. I'm not using any of my breed officer's abilities because I'm just talking. But say here's a little view of the ship shooting everything. Very cool. So like you know, the console on the Defiant is so nuts, because if you get through the shield and shoot that, it does like 80,000 damage, and and not only is it just like a one-time use thing, you can use it, you know, a lot. You can shoot 1 torpedo, 2, 5, whatever you want. So that's very cool. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Again, my weapons aren't the greatest level, but nevertheless, we can see how it performs with this level. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, so I've been working on the Jem'Hadar character and everything, and so I have that ship to review. I got the Bajoran escort. I've got the Defiant stuff. I have the Fleet Sovereign Tier 6 Intel ship I can do. So the Enterprise E Nebula class I have as well. The Tier 6 Fleet one. I love the Nebula class. I basically loaded every science console slot. Basically everything. Every secondary reflector slot, all that stuff with shield drain or drain expertise. So I have a massive tachyon beam. I have the console it comes with, as well as the energy siphon stuff. So, but basically the gist is they never have shields, so it's very fun. So I got that to review. Some other little stuff I could review. Not trying to think of my Romulan. I don't think I have any big ships. I might be wrong. Oh, the Tier 6 Scimitar. So I got all this stuff. So if you want to see one of these specifically, like, I can totally review it. So just let me know in the comments if you would. And then secondly, like, I made a video a while back, but I deleted it because I didn't think it was very good. I think I could have done better. And at the same time, you know, I had only a couple reviews out. But now that I've kind of going through all these ships and everything, Like, I had a fun thing to involve the audience and benefit my videos and me as a player and everything. I thought it'd be kind of fun. So I'm not like a rich dude in this game. Like, some people are insane. Like, they're like, yeah, this new ship came out, let me just refine the 2 million to lithium I have just for fun and buy it. Like, no way. I have like 5,000 total, or something like that on average. So I'm just not that great at this game. The money wise, I love the game, and you know, I've tried to upgrade all my stuff and everything. But I had a cool thing I kind of proposed, where, because I really do like doing these little reviews. It's fun to talk about the ships because, you know, I put my ideas out there. So I thought it'd be fun to, if someone's willing, this is not me just asking for anything. I thought it'd be a cool way to involve someone from the audience, and so everyone can see. Send me a ship. If some people are crazy rich out there, it might not be a problem or whatever. Or you just want to see yourself in a video or something. So you can send me a ship. And in the video, I'll definitely like give you a shout out, and in the message, when you do, if you do send it, again, this probably is not going to happen, but if someone would to send a ship, in the message, you can tell me anything you want to say. Please keep it, you know, okay to say on YouTube. Anything cool you want to say to everyone, and then I would name the ship after you, and you can say what you want me to name it. It's kind of a tribute to you in the video, and I'll review that ship when I get it. So you can see it'll basically come up right away. You know, circumstances enabling that to happen. But yeah, I thought it'd be a fun thing. It doesn't really matter what. I mean, love tier 6 ships. But hey, like, it doesn't have to be. But not like a, you know, I don't think like a Nihydron destroyer or something would be that great for a video. But you know, there's plenty of exchange stuff out there that's pretty cheap. You know, not to me, but I thought that'd be a cool way to do it, so I don't run out of reviews, because I don't think I'm spending any more money on this game. But I'd love to keep doing the reviews. So if there are any ships in particular, I'm really interested in the Maki Raider. Again, I don't know how. Last time I checked, it was pretty cheap, but that'd be a really fun one to review. Sorry, and I think that'd be great. Okay, just real quick. Besides that little thing, I'm gonna use one of this thing here. So I'm going to use like all my bridge officers, right? So my inspiration is all charged up. I'm going to use a bunch of attack patterns and stuff, and then I'm going to hit this thing. So you'll see them all like cut almost all the way. So my tachyon beam is like back, and I can use this, and these will cut too. I'm fairly, maybe it's when they were already active. Okay, sure. So this is ready again. Attack pattern's ready again. I can just redo this again. Fire at will. You know, all this is back. Oh my god, that looks so nice when all those are shooting out like that. Oh, and I want to show you the console. So here we go. So it's going to shoot that little thing out. It's going to explode. I'm just going to get a massive speed and turn rate buff. I'm like strafing around. It goes so fast. And it does damage, and it gives you a little passive bonus as well to exotic damage. Just a fun console. Kind of ties into the movies too. What I was saying like before was with the what was it? Yeah, so I'm kind of annoyed at a lot of reviews I watch, because, you know, you watch a video about a ship to see. Basically, I think you get new ships because they're different. You don't just want to get something because it's similar or it looks different or whatever. I think the console and trade sheet is pretty important, because it gives you something new and rewarding about getting the ship, not just the same old. Oh, it looks cool. It's got a cool loadout. No, I want to get something cool. So, I hate reviewers who, like, I mean, I don't hate them, but, like, I wish a lot of reviews showed off the console. This, I think, is the last ship. Yeah. So that was fun. I'm just going to take flea marks. No. Yeah. Yeah. You already got it. So, let's just stay here for a sec. So, you know, these reviewers, like, they show off the ship, all fine, their weapons and all their gear is great, but, you know, I wish that they show off the console a lot of the time, because sometimes they just don't. I want to see the console. I want to see more about the trait, how it works. So a lot of them are, you know, visual. Some aren't. But I want to see the console, so I wish that happened more. I'm gonna use it again. There are lots of consoles I want to see how they actually look or work. So yeah, but that's just a little thing. But I'll show you this real quick. Oh, you can see my So I think it's in combat. Yeah, it must be in combat. So this bar increases, or maybe it's because there's no threat anymore in this system. Yeah, but the bar increases with bridge officers. I already got almost 50% again, and by the and also I was talking a lot of the time, so I didn't really get, a lot of abilities clicked. So it goes up faster. I'll tell you that. But I'll just leave. Oh, I forgot to use it. Okay, whatever. That's fine. My bad. So just real quick, I was saying about the ship thing. You can send me it. If you want to, I can put it in a video, whatever. It doesn't matter. I was really looking for a Maki Raider because I thought that'd be. I'm a big fan of Raiders since I had a Kazon Heavy Raider when I was leveling up, and I love that thing. I just love the Raider abilities. So I thought that'd be a really fun one to do on this, and I'd give full props and everything for the person who sent it, and a shout out and any message you want to say in the email. Just write it in there, or in the mail in the game. And then I'll do a review for you. I'll name the ship after you or whatever you want. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. So I thought that'd just be a cool way to keep the videos coming, as well as involve people and benefit me as well, and the people watching it who want to know if they should get it. I thought that'd be a cool thing to do. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. But this has just been an awesome ship. I hold on, let me take this. Just so I don't lose it or whatever. I mean, I wouldn't lose it, but just so it's not annoying. It's great because I love the movie, and to have it and have a really good ship, very versatile and just fun. I mean, it's got a sweet animation right on the Bizarre collectors and everything. It's got so much detail. I'm pretty sure when you warp somewhere with higher visual effects, it does little sparklies, just like in the movie. Yeah, just solid ship. Very fun, very, very fun, and worth it. Like, I paid a lot of money. I basically bought keys and converted it into energy credits because I'm not good at economic stuff in this game. It was a lot, but I got it, and it's just been a blast. It's just kind of a fun, special ship, and whenever people see you with it, it's just kind of like, ooh, you got one of those? Like, it's kind of rare. Not many people have it, so yeah, it's just kind of special to me because it's rare and it's very expensive now. Much, much more. It used to be like 180,000 or something. I don't remember. Now it's 600. So I kind of got a special ship in this game. Makes me feel good because you can buy any of these. I have the Jupiter as well. I could do that. I don't have it's only the fleet one though, so maybe not. Got this Temporal Battlecruiser, not the fleet one. I think they released the fleet one afterward. That made me mad. Because I don't think it was out in the beginning. Whatever. I could do the Tier 5 Andorian Escort, which I love. Yeah, so I'll quickly go over the other characters and see if there's anything else. But that's kind of the ship. I mean, it's just solid and fun and different. It's got the 2 different specialty bridge officer abilities. It's got the cool console and great trait. It's fun and it's fast, and it's great to use the Kelvin timeline weapons because it really matches the continuity in the movies. It's just enough. Even though some, like I'm using the torpedoes, but it's still possible in the Federation. You know what I mean? Because they use quantum torpedoes, so it still makes sense. But in the Kelvin timeline, they use these kind of phasers, so I like putting them on. Yeah, so I'll just hop over to my Romulan, see if there's any other ship. I mean, they're the Breen ones from the events, but I don't know if anyone wants to see that. Let's see what I got. This will be the last part of the video. I got this one. This Reconnaissance Explorer Warbird, which is sick. It looks great. I put this Riemann thing on it from the customization. And this is a great science ship, so I could definitely do this one. I actually still love this thing, the Dyson Science Destroyer, so I could put that on. the tier 6 Kopesh Warbird I got. Yeah, so like anything you want to see, and again, like I would greatly appreciate if anyone like would be kind enough to send me anything. And don't have to, but it'd be kind of a cool video. So that'd be great. Yeah, that's it. So I was kind of saying like maybe if someone's got like enough to get like a Maki Raider or something, I think that'd be beneficial to everyone as well. So I thought that'd be just a cool idea. It doesn't have to happen though. I have no problems. But I hope that helped this review, and I hope you liked it. Little test out in Gateway to Greythor, how it looked, how it felt, all the weapons and the consoles, traits, stuff like that. We went over, so it's been great. So yeah, that's the Kelvin Timeline Heavy Command Cruiser. So great ship. So thank you guys for watching, and I'm gonna be posting more reviews, coming out with some other ships. You can let me know what you want to see next in the comments, because I got the ones you saw, and if you want to see those, definitely can request those. So I'm gonna be looking for those. So if you want to, but yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching, guys, and it's been fun, and I love this ship. So see you later.